Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to our Learning with Emmanuel series. Today's message is from the book Words of Life Eternal, titled The Best Measure. And today we're going to learn what is the best measure you and I can take to deal with the many trials and tribulations of this lifetime. Emmanuel starts this message with a Bible quote from the book of James in the New Testament um, that is titled, "But let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing." Emmanuel explains, more than the common illnesses of the body, you suffer the problems of the soul, increasing your tension each day. More than pathogenic microbes attacking the tissues of the physical body, you endure the intrusion of disturbing mental influences tormenting the fibers of your spirit. Many times you rise each morning still carrying the struggles of the previous day, and before your strength can regain harmony, you mentally stagger under the irritation of misunderstanding family members. You offer long explanations to maintain peace around you, yet as soon as your affectionate reasoning ends, someone misrepresents your words, complicating the situation. So, isn't it us? I'll stop here. He'll give us even more examples. So, how many of us not only have common illnesses of the body because we have a physical body, on a planet of trials and expiations built a certain way that is not meant to last. We can maintain health, but every now and then we'll have illnesses, right? The less likely we are to have illnesses is when we work for the good each and every day. And some of the things we have to go through are part of this lifetime, it's part of our reincarnatory plan. But not only the body has common illnesses, but also the problems of the soul. So we have in our souls issues we have to work out. We have intrusion of disturbing mental influences everywhere. We have misunderstanding family members that causes us irritation or that are irritated. We are explaining things to folks to see if we can keep peace, yet sometimes folks will misrepresent our words. And he will continue. You act with honesty and sincerity, honoring your duties. However, when you believe yourself beyond criticism, someone appears dragging your heart into the marketplace of insult. So we go around our days doing the best we can. And remember, if we're doing this, we give the benefit of the doubt so that everyone is going around their days acting with honesty and sincerity, honoring their duties as well. Then, nonetheless, before every difficulty, do not complain or lose heart. So he gave us a few examples and scenarios that we may go through. I go to bed, I practice intelligent sleep, as we learn in Spiritism. I go visit with spirit mentors, receive treatment, study. I remain in the bed physically, spiritually. We travel, we return to the bed, and then we might still be carrying the struggles of the previous day. And then sometimes we encounter our family members, our loved ones, and accomplices of the past who return to this lifetime together to make amends. And they are irritated, they irritate us. We mentally have to deal with that as well. Sometimes we are going through our days doing the best we can, and we still suffer criticism. So Emmanuel is saying, do not complain, because that might be our first inclination to say, oh my God, this is really hard, right? Why am I trying to do everything right and things are still not working? And he will continue his instructions to us. This is really instructive. He says, for every disturbance, patience is the best measure. So for everything that happens in our lives, we need to practice that patience. Do not utter any word that you may regret. Do not say anything that you might be like, oh, instead of being patient and kind and forgiving, now I've created another debt, another situation that I have to deal with. It says, remain silent and bless always, because tomorrow many who today fall into the shadow will return again to the light. So he's saying, remain silent. Sometimes the hardest action of the day is to remain silent, because we think we know, we think we have an opinion, we think we understand, but we're not in anybody's shoes, so we don't know what's going on with them. So he says, remain silent, bless always, forgotten, use patience and help without demanding, insulted, use patience and forget the harm. In every pain, rely on patience. In every difficulty, wait with patience. All human progress arises with divine patience, arises from divine patience. Remain, therefore, in the strength of patience wherever you are, and you always do your best. So today, we are working to use patience to help others without demanding help back, patience to forget the harm, patience every time there's a pain, waiting for the difficulties to pass through work with patience, waiting with patience for each and every soul on this planet to reach a time where they are ready to move on, they're ready to contribute. So today, dear friends, the best measure for you and I is patience. And as we patiently join these studies every week, we come together a few times a week so that you and I can together study and learn. Most importantly, find ways to apply these. Today, you've learned about the best measure in life is to apply patience. Therefore, I assure you that the mentors will bring to you and I opportunities and circumstances in which we will apply patience. We'll have to practice. We study, and then the test comes, and we have to apply it. Dear friends, it's always a blessing and an honor to be with you. And I wish you all the best. And please join us. Join us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Share this so others can um, receive this message as well. And with many blessings, I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.